Hey guys, John with Rural Homesteaders here. Today we're working on building some square foot gardens. We've got all the stuff we need. We're actually doing this over at an elementary school. A bunch of little crumb crunchers over there. And this is the design that we're going for right here. This is a 4 foot by 8 foot square foot garden. Currently we're in different stages for the different boxes. We've got 5 boxes we're making. We're doing a hoop in each one. We've got a hardware cloth underneath it so that we can keep the critters out, because there are a lot of critters in here. We're also throwing in these bags of mulch, and we're poking a bunch of holes in the tops and the bottoms of them. We're throwing those in there. That's filler because this thing is pretty high and we don't need that much dirt to grow stuff in. So we're taking up a little bit of the room by throwing those bags in without actually opening them, and that will help us with drainage. It'll slow down the moisture evaporating. Also going to be throwing a bunch of the extra pieces of wood in here, just kind of filling that up as well. And then where you see the hardware cloth coming out underneath the edges there, we're going to cover that up so the kids don't get into it. But here's the beauty of it. So we've got a raised garden there. We've got the cattle panels you can see over there that we're putting together. We're cutting those a little thin because they're almost 4.5 feet wide, and this is 4 feet. So we're cutting them at about 3 feet so that the bend works, and that way we can have a bend in the middle too. So that's an 8 foot box. That's a 7 foot walkway, which we'll be having grapes and things grow over in the future. And then we have another 8 foot box next to that with another cattle panel in it, so that you end up with several arches all tied together, and you can grow things on one end of it and have it go like grapes or something that you want to have long term in there, and you can have it go from there. We're also working on a handicap accessible garden box over here. That's why this one is a little bit different shaped, and we'll have an arch coming over from that box to this box, and then another arch going from that box over to this 8 foot one, and then another 8 foot box down at the end. So this is just kind of how we put our square foot boxes together. Pre-cut all the wood, throw it together. Everything's going to be the same size, and we use these squares here on the corners. They've got a rebar, a hole for a rebar, and then we just stick a piece of rebar in there and tap it down. Once we tap it down, you won't even be able to see it from the top. So the kids won't have to worry about getting caught on the rebar, because the top brick is the one that covers that back up. So that's what we have going today. This is at one of the elementary schools here in our school district that we're building these for. And in a couple days, they will be able to come out here and start planting stuff and growing all kinds of stuff. Thanks for watching.